Gemini, what is going on? Welcome into the channel. So happy to have you here always. My name is Deborah, owner of Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is another episode of Purusha Intuitive, where we're going to look at your energy via the tarot, astrology, and any channeled messages that come through. So let's get into it. Happy birthday season. I hope you're having a great celebratory birthday month. Sending you all the love, all the good vibes, all the blessings. I hope you feel loved, honored, and blessed this time of year. It's been a good Gemini season so far. You know, like I've actually really enjoyed the energy, the momentum that has been coming in for us. It's been long waited. Things have felt pretty stagnant, or situations that are working themselves out just seem to be taking for effing ever, right? Like it's just moving at a snail's pace. And Gemini season has definitely brought in a little bit more momentum. We do have Pluto in retrograde, which is highlighting changes, highlighting specific things that are not working, right? And that we need to make adjustments around. It's going to be in retrograde until October, so we have some time to deal with all the stuff. And Pluto, well, it moved into Aquarius back in November. It's in retrograde right now. So that's kind of been where we've been seeing a lot of this change come from, right? It's pushing us to make choices that are more honoring to our heart, our mind, our soul. Gemini deals with communication, day-to-day activities, people, places, and things that we connect with. So it's a really good time to focus on those things. What's happening in our daily environment? How are things faring? How are people treating us, etc.? Is it working? Is it not? Where can we make some adjustments? We're moving up to the full moon right now, so it's a good time to definitely analyze and go back to the drawing board and figure out new solutions for things. We're seeing a little bit more tension though as we move through the rest of the week. We'll get into that a little bit more, but that's why I like to start these readings out with an energy cleansing. Just set the tone, set the vibe for the reading, cleanse out any blocks, obstacles, limitations we might be coming into. It's a really great time to set your own intention for the reading as well, Gemini, especially if you have something on your heart, on your mind, something you wish Spirit would deliver messages to you around. Definitely give that over, be open to receive. Great way to personalize these collective readings. And I also do personal readings. I offer a variety of healing wellness services. Readings are one of them. If you want me to look at your specific situation, how it's faring, where it's headed, or if you're just looking for more of a rebalancing of self, mind, body, soul, I do energy healing as well as Ayurvedic or holistic wellness consultations. When we're feeling grounded, strong, supported in who we are, aware of what we are, well, yes, of what we are, but what we want, you know, what are the desires of our hearts are. It's way easier to manifest abundance from that space, right? Not when we don't know ourselves or we're disconnected or we're feeling all out of sorts, that type of vibe. We have to be in alignment, right? So I would love to help support that in whatever way that looks. Gemini, definitely hit me up. All the info to get into contact with me is in the description box below. All right, let's get into it. Oh, sorry. This string is coming apart. That's okay. All right, let's get into it. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is not for your highest and best. Any fears, doubts, insecurities, lack of worth, lack of value, pain, anger, frustration, impatience, overwhelm. Cleanse it and release it from our being so that we may see and understand the messages clearly and help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit guides, guardian angels, Mama Love. All right, Gemini, that was kind of an intense blessing. Like cinders flying everywhere. Lots, you know, like I'm feeling in your energy, I don't know, you're dodging bullets left and right is what I was hearing. Okay, yeah, 100%. So there is something that you're really struggling with. There's really something that you're wanting, that you're hoping for, that you're hoping actually happens. I feel like this definitely is an uphill battle though. I mean, like I said, that's definitely what I was picking up coming into this. Like, you just feel, I feel like you're good. I feel like you're good in yourself this week. Like, you feel strong, you feel assured, you kind of are seeing things way clearer than maybe what you have in the past. Like, I feel like you just have a very good level head, a good vision in front of you, etc. But it's like I said, you're trying to dodge someone or something that keeps throwing fireballs your way to whatever capacity that is, right? I love that your overarching energy is joy this week, because it does really talk about how you're overcoming these struggles, you're overcoming these battles. I feel like you're able to kind of see through things a little bit easier. Like I said, you have a new level of clarity, and it's making you feel strong. It's making you feel hopeful. Definitely in a celebratory time of year for you. I hope you're taking not only your special day, but the whole month to celebrate, because it looks like good things are happening from that, like joining together, being with people. I don't know, just enjoying in the goodness of life. We've definitely had a lot of heaviness over the past, I mean, everyone's situation is going to be a little bit different, but it's been pretty intense the past few months. Let's keep it there, if not longer for you, like I was saying. And I feel like you finally are seeing something kind of fall apart in a way. I feel like you are... This has been kind of a hard thing to overcome, is what I'm seeing. Like, it's been something that it's not really easy to see through the cracks. And maybe there is something happening for you this week that is helping you see, again, a little bit clearer, because you're in this space. Like, I feel like gratitude, thankfulness and gratitude. Gratitude for having a better understanding of a person, of a situation, and in a way that, like, you feel like, okay, finally I know how to work with this. Finally, I know how to deal with this. I do feel like some things came out recently. It looks like, again, new knowledge, new information. Maybe I've been a little bit redundant. I apologize, but I'm definitely seeing that as a heavy theme. Someone is feeling really guilty with this 5 of Cups energy. Because it's putting a lot of stress and pressure on you, or they have in the past. This is someone who hasn't been very... Oftentimes with the 5 of Cups, there is this like rejection component, because someone's lost in their own world, what they did. It's kind of a selfish energy, no shade, but whatever you're dealing with, it does kind of have this selfish component where it's like they can't get their shit together long enough to be present for you. And it also looks like maybe some of their tactics in the past have been underhanded. Yeah, and it's hurting you. That's what I'm seeing. It's hurting you. It's hurting you, and the way that you're responding, I feel like, is coming from that more empowered place. It's like you can see through someone or something. And I don't know that you're necessarily calling them out, because I don't see a lot of anger, a lot of fighting. I just see that, like, things are falling apart. Things are falling apart. They're not adding up as much. It's easier to see through them. And it's forcing them to look at things a little bit differently. I feel like they think they're giving you their best foot forward, but I don't know. I'm hearing like competitions, because eventually they're going to make you choose, or you feel like you have to choose. This isn't something that you want to keep hanging around with. Now, I'm not 100% certain that it's leaving your energy this week. It doesn't really look like that. It still almost looks like you're in the planning stages, and you're walking cautiously. As much as maybe some of this stuff has been really disappointing, overwhelming, like, I still feel like you're giving someone patience. I feel like you're still allowing them to prove themselves, so to speak, because this is someone who is trying to do right by you, but again, maybe just is not managing their emotions very well. We've seen that a lot in the astrology. The fire element has been heightened, the fire and water element. It's died down a little bit, but we're still getting these pops of fire. And that essentially means that people, if they're not managing themselves, it's easy to get angry, to get intense, to get frustrated, and like lash out at those around us. And I kind of feel like that's exactly what has been happening in this dynamic. Because as much as like your feelings might be hurt, or you might not like how someone is doing something, you're still okay, right? Like you're still okay, and you're still managing through this. And I feel like you're actually putting the ball in this person's court. You're in this space where, you know, I think, again, like, you're forcing them to make decisions. As I'm seeing this, yes, you're making decisions in yourself, but this is also this thing where you're also making them choose, is what I'm trying to get at. Sorry, that was a little long-winded. I'm looking at everything going on over here. This person has their own ideas in mind. I feel like they're a little bit different than yours, because they're kind of taking this stance of like, well, I have the final say. I have the final, like they're kind of trying to be an authority, right? To whatever that means to you, whether it is an actual authority, boss, you know, parent, whatever, or this is someone who, you know, just kind of has that way about them of pretending they're in charge. And honestly, even if it is some type of authority figure in your life, it still feels like they're pretending to be in control. It still feels, again, because they're lost in their emotion. They're lost in their emotion. They can only focus on the negative, on the bad, on the things that aren't going right. And so they're not really as stable as they would like to present themselves. Also, though, the King of Pentacles can be really emotional. Earth does have some water element. I mean, it has all the elements, right? But it can definitely become overly saturated. That's when it gets really mucky and gross, like it loses its solidarity. And that's definitely how you feel like what you're dealing with. But again, what I love, and maybe this is just because it is your birthday season, because you're feeling good. Anytime the sun is in our sign, we really just have that extra pep in our step, right? Like it's feeling that confirmation and gratitude for who and what you are. And even if like you're still learning through the process, what I feel with this grasshopper energy, you have a lot of wisdom. You have a lot of just knowledge embedded in you. And I don't mean this in a cliche way. You know, I do believe that like we can tap into that pool, that unified pool of knowledge, of wisdom. And it looks like that's what you're doing. That's what I'm trying to get across. Whether you acknowledge it as your intuition or just life experience or however that fares for you, you're not being foolish is what I'm seeing. You're not being foolish at all. You might feel like you're getting a little bit tangled up in someone else's BS, but at the same time, I feel like you're also learning to break free. I feel like some of this hasn't completely closed out quite yet. You're in the process of watching that happen, and the closer you get, the better you feel. Because this person's situation definitely kind of has their own motivations in mind. As much as maybe you might be giving them this partnership, this relationship, it's a very selfish energy that you're dealing with. So be mindful of it. They just don't have the same agenda that you do. And that's where we're getting the disconnect. But again, you're at peace with this. At the end of the day, this isn't something that's coming out of left field or you feel like it's totally like ruining your life. It doesn't have this vibe. It feels like you're ready, you're prepared, and you're kind of just waiting for everything to fall into place. So awesome reading, Gemini. Thank you so much for your time, energy, always. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found messages that resonated for you here. Definitely drop comments below if you did. I'd love to hear, or just say, hey, share in a little love, little TLC. I so appreciate all the love, all the support that you bring to the channel. No, I'm sending it back your way.